this Rain or Shine event. My name is Mayor Pro Tem Dan St. Hilaire, and on behalf of the Concord City Council, I'd like to welcome you all to this historic event. To begin our ceremony, I'd like to welcome Nathan Smith. Nathan is a junior at Concord High and is a student at the Concord Community Music School. He will lead us in the singing of our national anthem. Nathan?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Nathan. Mayor Jim Boulay sends his regrets. Unfortunately, his work schedule does prevent him from joining us today. I'd like to recognize the other members of the Concord City Council that are here, though. So if councilors could raise their hands, perhaps we can track you down. Use the hand not holding the umbrella. Councilor Keach, Councilor McClure, Councilor Cohen, Councilor Champlin on the stage with me. I'm not sure if there's anybody else. Oh, Councilor Todd, Councilor Shurtleff as well. Thank you for joining us. I would also like to recognize our honored guests, the Wise Child Development Center, who are here. Thank you for joining us today. They actually get the red carpet treatment, even though the color of the carpet might be a little different. I am pleased that we are here today to celebrate the coming transformation of Concord's Main Street. It is fitting that during this 250th anniversary, we are embarking on this ambitious and transformative project. Many, many groups and individuals deserve credit for the work thus far that has made this effort possible. And you'll hear from several of them this morning, but in particular, I'd like to recognize the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Highway Administration, the Main Street Project's Public Advisory Committee, the Concord Merchant Roundtable, the Greater Concord Chamber of Commerce, the New Hampshire Community Development Finance Authority, In-Town Concord, McFarland Johnson, Severino Construction, and the many subcontractors working on the project. Thank you for joining us today. The New Hampshire Department of Transportation, my fellow members of the City Council, the Concord 250th Anniversary Committee, and Louis Carno and Associates, who really helped organize this event and has been doing a tremendous job with our PR during our project. So thank you all very much. I would also like to acknowledge the long hours and the hard work that our city engineering staff has put in, our administration, to help this project get off the ground. I also like to say a temporary inconvenience will lead to a permanent improvement. So you'll see that here soon enough. We do have a brief speaking program this morning, and then we have some fun planned after that. We hope to conclude the ceremony in about 30 minutes, and then after that, the rain will start up again. So I've asked for it to hold off until then. At the conclusion of the speaking program, we will take an aerial photo of everyone present here today, and we hope to include this photo in the next time capsule the 250th Anniversary Committee will place this summer. We'll give you more instructions on that at the time. But remember to look up at the photographer, who I'm assuming is that gentleman up there, and say Main Street when the time comes. After that, stick around because we're going to make some noise. We'll fire up an 80,000-pound pavement reclaimer at the same time. We are cheering, "We are Concord, we are Main Street." And you may want to put your fingers in your ears for that one. Oh, we have some earplugs too. That's great. So now at this time, it's my honor to introduce former New Hampshire governor and current United States Senator Jeanne Shaheen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dan. Mayor Pro Tem. It's so nice to see all of you out here in the rain. If only the weather had cooperated the way the people in the city of Concord did to get this project done, we would have sun shining today. But I'm told that this is good news because that machine over there is going to kick up a lot of dust, and so the rain's going to keep that tamped down. So this is really a proud day, not just for Concord, but for the entire state of New Hampshire, because Concord's Main Street really is New Hampshire's Main Street. Concord is the civic heart of the Granite State. And this year we marked 250 years since Governor Benning Wentworth rechristened this city with the name Concord. And our challenge as part of this project has really been to preserve the historic character and the charm of Concord's downtown, but also create a 21st century Main Street that these kids are going to be able to enjoy for decades to come. So I want to congratulate Mayor Boulay. I'm sorry that he's not here today. The City Council, the way all of you in Concord have come together to get this project done. You know, I think this is an example of what we do best in New Hampshire. We work together. This is a public-private partnership. It's been a nonpartisan effort. It's an effort that has involved all levels of government, from the city to the state to the federal level. And this is really an investment in the future of New Hampshire. And we know as we look at these children in front of us just how important it is to invest in the future of our city, in the future of our state, and in the future of our country. You know, we're going to hear from a representative from the Federal Highway Administration this morning. And one of the things he's not going to tell you, he'll talk about the importance of the Tiger Grant that helped to fund this project, and we're glad Digger is here to recognize the importance of the Tiger Grant. But what he probably won't say is that we have a highway trust fund that's about to run out of money, and we're going to be in the red as early as July. So we need to cooperate in Washington in the way that you have cooperated here in Concord to make sure that we make these critical investments in the future of our country so we can continue to see these kinds of projects so that these young people are going to have a country that's going to provide the same economic prosperity for them that we have all enjoyed. So congratulations to all of you for your great work, and I'm so pleased that I could be here this morning to join you in this celebration.
Thank you, Senator Shaheen. Next, I would like to introduce our Congresswoman Ann McLean Custer.
Thank you, Dan. Great to be here, and congratulations to Mayor Boulay and to the entire City Council. So I feel like I've come full circle. I was here for the bicentennial, and that makes me feel a little bit old, but I was at the Y, not at the daycare, but lived my entire life right here in Concord. I've tried to have my office downtown Concord. I actually practiced law for 25 years in downtown Concord, and now our congressional office is right above Caring Gifts. And we're just here for a commitment to our future, for an investment in our future. And thank you to Senator Shaheen and all the effort that went into bringing this Tiger Grant to Concord, and for everything that you've done. This is a public-private partnership. It's the way we get things done. And this is the true New Hampshire advantage. Everybody's engaged, everybody's involved. And aside from some inconvenience last week from the flood and a few other things like some dust to come, I think this is going to make a huge difference in our lives and in the lives of Concord, and I'm proud to say in the lives of the state of New Hampshire, to have a vibrant downtown, a vibrant Main Street with small businesses where we can all shop and bring our families and watch this next generation grow. And I hope they'll be here for the tricentennial. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Congresswoman. I would now like to introduce Patrick Bauer, who is the Division Administrator for the U.S. Department of Transportation, Federal Highway Administration. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, and good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be with you all today, especially with this distinguished group of federal and local officials. The U.S. DOT and Federal Highway Administration are very proud to be part of this groundbreaking ceremony today. The U.S. DOT has a significant investment in the Concord Main Street project, and Senator, you are correct. I am going to touch on the Tiger funds a little bit. This project received $4.71 million through the competitive Tiger discretionary grant program. And in doing so, it competed against more than 700 projects nationwide for this limited funding. So it's a very strong project. And in selecting the project for Tiger funds, we recognize the project's positive impacts to the community, but also the state as well. And once complete, this project will improve safety, enhance the multimodal accessibility, and promote the economic vitality of the area while preserving historic downtown Concord, which is so important. Now, there's no question that the Tiger funds played a key role in the project, as it greatly accelerated the project to construction, allowing us to be here today much sooner than we would have otherwise. Another big reason we're here today is the strong partnership that we've established with the City of Concord. I do have to point out that Concord is the first local public agency in New Hampshire to directly receive federal funds, and it's specifically for this project here. And we've worked hand in hand with the city to keep the project moving forward, and we will continue to do so until project completion in the fall of 2016, and hopefully we're all back here at that time as well. So as can be seen, in spite of the rain, there's a lot to be excited about today and over the next year and a half. And I want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. And congratulations to Concord and the state of New Hampshire for this truly transformational project. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bauer. Next, I'd like to introduce Taylor Caswell, who's the Executive Director for the Community Development Finance Authority.
Thanks, Dan. Good morning, everybody. I'll be quick. We're running through these real fast. Okay, we had a little bit of money in this project. We helped me do the federal grant, the match for the federal grant. New Hampshire Community Development Finance Authority has a whole host of different funding opportunities for communities throughout the state of New Hampshire. Our tax credit program is one that requires a lot of partnership because you have to sell the tax credits in order to use them. And I've never seen tax credits go so fast as they went when these came available here in Concord. They went like hotcakes. And people took the tax benefit and we were able to move the project forward. It's great to see the partnership like this in communities like Concord. We've done the same thing in Keene. We've done the same thing in Littleton. It is painful for a short period of time, but in the end it comes out and it looks great. People come downtown, there are jobs, there are new businesses, there's entrepreneurism. It's all the things that you need to build a strong community. And that's what we love to do at CDFA, and we're just thrilled to be part of this project, thrilled to see the jobs that are coming for it, thrilled to see the guys in the hard hats working every day. Let's get this thing done and we'll be able to come back down here on Main Street and shop around and eat some good restaurants and live our lives on in a great community in New Hampshire. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to introduce Councilor Byron Champlin, who's also the chair for the Greater Concord Chamber of Commerce. Byron.
Well, I'm glad you're all fired up after Taylor's comments. I'm very proud to say that the Greater Concord Chamber of Commerce was an early supporter of this transformative Main Street project. We were in support of the application for the Tiger Grant, and I'm glad to hear Taylor say that the tax credits, the CDFA tax credits went like hotcakes because they had great salespeople, and those were members of the Greater Concord Chamber of Commerce who dug in and went out onto the street and hit the pavement and sold those tax credits quickly to a very supportive business community here in Concord. This is going to be a wonderful project that is going to revitalize this town and transform it into a destination for New Hampshire and for the rest of the country. We're also working as the Greater Concord Chamber of Commerce with our local elected officials, including Senator Dan Feltes, and Representative Steve Shurtleff to try to get the State House open on weekends during the fall and spring to enhance the overall tourism package here in Concord. So, great project. I'm glad to hear that support. I'm glad to hear that support. So great project, great community, great future. Thank you.
Thank you, Byron. I would now like to introduce Jerry Carrier, who's representing both the Concord Merchant Roundtable and In-Town Concord.
Good morning. Like Dan said, I'm here representing two downtown groups that have been very instrumental in a lot of things that go on downtown. It's the Merchants Roundtable, as well as the nonprofit In-Town Concord. First, I'd like to thank all of you for coming here today, especially in this weather, and hope that you continue to visit downtown Concord throughout the summer and fall. The merchants have been involved with this project since the beginning, concerned about the safety and the cost and the design and the impact on the community. We have dreamed of warm sidewalks and construction-free days, but a lot of things have changed, and we are now looking forward to a wonderful walk-friendly, safe, and beautiful downtown that we can all be proud of. The Merchants and In-Town Concord directors want to express their appreciation to Mayor Boulay and the city councilors for the open process and discussion throughout this project in the planning stages. We are also thankful that with the cooperation of the Severino Trucking Company and the city engineers, we will be able to hold our annual 3-day event known as Market Days in late June this year, right on our new Main Street. This is a very important event for many of the merchants and an opportunity for the local community to come together for family fun, entertainment, eating great food, and enjoying our new sidewalks, and maybe do a little bit of local shopping as well. All of your favorite downtown businesses and restaurants continue to be open every day during construction. We are here to serve our customers and visitors, and many businesses are already adjusting to the many changes on our streets and sidewalks and are trying to be very creative to make your visits more enjoyable. You, our customers and supporters, are appreciated by your local businesses, and we hope that you continue to support your favorite stores and restaurants as we watch our Main Street transform into a fantastic destination to meet friends and enjoy some very unique experiences. Thank you all for being part of Downtown Concord, and the merchants hope to see all of you here supporting your downtown, especially in June at the Market Days events. Market Days will celebrate the midpoint of the construction for the North Main Street project in 2015, so we invite you to come downtown to see the old and new faces of Main Street, have some fun, meet friends, have a taste of some many good foods we have down here, and support your local merchants. You won't regret it. Thank you.
Thank you, Jerry. And right on cue, I think the water main break in the sky has stopped, just in time for the photo, so you may not need your umbrellas. And I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. And next, I'd like to introduce Alex McIntyre of the Main Street Project, who will all give us instructions for the photo and the sound record attempt.
So we're going to have all of our speakers line up down here, and Digger is going to get behind them, and we want everybody to get behind Digger. So just look for the big tiger and get behind him for the picture.
1, close your eyes, open your eyes, 2, 3, Main Street.